Hello to myself and everybody else. So far this video is still me looking at more of my games and everything, and today we're going to be looking at story 3 of Buy Some Milk. So far with story 3, this whole idea, this game came from basically from story 1 and 2, because originally the game was supposed to be just 2 stories and that was it. But basically I just started brainstorming once I came up with the cow boss at the end of story 1, or near the end of story 1, and just decided, why not, let me just go ahead and make a story from this, because it just came to my mind thinking about, like, what if people started asking, what's the backstory behind this character? Why did the cow stand up? Who was the guy in the car with the milk and everything on top of his car and all that? Just made me randomly think the cow was the one that made the most sense to make, because there was no explanation whatsoever behind why it could stand up. So I decided to make a story about that, and basically all the pieces just lined up, and I got like multiple stories out of this, 3, 4, and 5, which I'm currently working on 5. So we'll go ahead and get into it right in story 3. So far this whole story, basically there's no like narrator or anything like that. It's just pure cutscenes and that's it. Which, this is the first time I ever did anything like this. First time I ever did parallax and stuff like this as well. So far, again, I know it's not perfect, at least to my standards, or at least like how I see it, not really perfect, but again, it does work for it. Again, I am biased. And I say I did pretty decently for trying to do that my first time as well. So far with the cow, you can walk, stuff like normal, arrows, jump with up or W, use space or enter to run, which is basically the dash that was in the boss fight. It's just not as like all over the place. You use it to break stuff. You can also destroy enemies with it. And same thing, you can just pause with escaping on it. But yeah, so far, you can also use it to go like further distances as well. And it also breaks anything you're under, so you have to be careful using it. But yeah, so far when I came up with this, it was just like people wondering, like, so just a hypothetical, somebody asking what happened with the cow, how come it could do this, and from that basically just came me coming up with this story, which I say it gets pretty crazy, which I do like about it. But again, just the whole thing, no narration, only cutscenes, and for me trying this my first time, I say it worked out pretty well. Cause just like scenes like this too and everything and stuff, like I said I did pretty good on the chicken and everything here, and just this little scene as well. Just again, I know there's probably nothing to anybody else, but to me, I just still love how ridiculous this is. So far, I just hit the chicken and everything and stuff like that when its beak flashes. But yeah, so far just with this and all, it just came from that hypothetical, just somebody asking what, like, why was the cow the way it was, and from there just a bunch of brainstorming, because I know when I came up with the cow in the first place, it also just made me question. I was like, how come it can stand up? And it's something random that keeps the story going, so why not? But just wanted to explore that more, because originally I said it was only 2 stories, and with it only being 2 stories, it was supposed to be the first story, you get the milk. Second story, you go get the cereal. Then after you get the cereal, it was like you left the milk out the whole time while you were gone, so it expired. So now you need to just start the game over and just like get the milk again. Like, it would have done nothing. It would have just basically been like a troll ending sort of, but so far I just decided not to do that, and for good reason. But so far, just the other ridiculous stuff I got to do with this, I do love that I got to do it. Especially since I said I wanted a project I can just keep coming back to over and over again. And just like the stuff that happens in this story and the next, oh, it absolutely gets crazy. But one thing about to say though is that like the music and everything, I say I at least did okay with this. I still do have problems making boss themes, but I still at least say I did okay with everything like that. But so far the giant chicken's defeated. The cow protected its calves. And the story continues. So far, again, with the parallax and everything, again, first time I've ever really done anything like this besides like backgrounds. And with this, I say I at least did okay with how it came out. Especially since first time trying it, I absolutely still want to improve and do more with this. But one thing I will say about this is that this right here, the title card, Muther's Mission, this I say was one of my best title cards I've ever made in this game. It took some time to make, like about 4 hours one day, but again, it really didn't feel like that long. But yeah, so far in this, just the cow abducted by aliens, being experimented on, and then you wake up in jail. But yeah, so far again, the music, I know like with that, for a lot of my cutscenes, I just tend to kind of make something really simple, have it repeat, and then just kind of like use it from like a stage or something like that as well. But so far, yeah, you just wake up in jail, the aliens just doing whatever it is they do, can't break through the bars, so you just obviously see like the cracks over here. So far, this theme and everything, I actually do like how this theme came out. Yeah, one thing that's weird to me though is that I don't know why it's so low. Yeah, I have like no idea why the theme to this is like, at least to me on headphones, it sounds kind of low. I don't know why, but maybe it's just because again, I usually make these without my headphones on, so bass without them sounds perfectly fine. It just really varies on that. So far, so with the dash you can do as well. You can like block projectiles as well with this. So you can just like run forward, block projectiles. Which is just something that, again, I think is like pretty interesting. Same thing, make long distance jumps. Whoop. Yeah, let me try that system right here. Yeah, you can just stand here and just like, so far the dash does push you forward, so you can just stand at an edge and just, you know, whoop, yeah, I just messed up there. Just basically just stand there and everything and stuff too, and just do what you have to do. Whoop, didn't make it there. But yeah, so far again, just making this game and everything, again, just a random idea and stuff I had that I say again kind of worked out and everything like that. Or again, like I'm biased because I made it, but I don't know why I did that. So far with this, you can also like block the lasers and stuff too as well. Yeah, so far this is like the first time again I've also made like a interactive thing you can do in a cutscene. So far this is press Shift or Alt, which allows the cow to just like stand up on 2 legs. So far this theme, again, I actually do like. Yeah, so far again with this, you move like kind of slower and everything as well when you're 2-leg form. Like as the cow, you just kind of walk on it and everything as well. Same thing, press shift or alt to go right back in your 2-leg form. So you can just switch back and forth and everything like that as much as you want. And basically this whole game just kind of hinders on you just switching back and forth to do various things. Because one thing is that like with this, your 4-leg form, you can't make this jump. 2-leg form, make the jump easier. So when you're 2 legs, you can jump really high. 4 legs can't jump as high. So just, you know, different things to allow people to just be able to switch back and forth between them. So far with this, the alien with shields just get pushed back, can't do anything about it. I don't know why, just ducked into that. The ones without shields, you can just jump and you just dash into them. So for these guys, they jump along with you too, which gets kind of annoying with that. So you basically have to like just time your shots. Or these just random like different obstacles and everything like that as well and stuff too. With this, just again, like I still can't believe like this whole game, just like this whole entire story just came from just the idea of why could this one cow stand up on 2 legs? Just the whole thing of that. I still just find it really ridiculous and I love every second about it. Yeah, so where you just jump really high in the other form, so you have to learn your jump heights. I have no idea why I just jumped into that. Yeah, that, not gonna lie, that crap did scare me. Man, just something I usually think about with this game and stuff too, is just that like, what if this is like just a game that was on like a Game Boy or Atari or something like that. Again, just like, something that does interest me about that too as well. Like, I actually wouldn't mind being able like to port this game over somewhere or whatever, like to another system or something like that, but I have like no knowledge of how to do that. Plus I'm pretty sure that would probably cost like a ton of money to be able to do. Plus I'd like know like how to actually do that, because I wouldn't mind making this like an actual like Game Boy game or something, but no idea like whatsoever how to do that. So far, this boss is still one of the stupidest ones I've ever came up with, and that says a lot, and I still love every second of it. Just a giant alien. So far for this guy, something you have to do is just basically like, you have to jump shot his belly button to be able to do damage. So far, you just have to like just kind of know exactly where you have to like do it at. Basically, one thing I just kind of like doing stuff with this, just that like the second to the top, like gray dots, which are like rivets, just basically just shoot around there, and just you'll basically hit the belly button like each time. So with this, you do have to like still switch between your forms, so you just actually block stuff. Yeah, I say as I get hit. So far, as long as you just like, again, use like the second from the top like rivet and everything and stuff like that too, it's kind of like a guide. It makes it like pretty easy in the beginning at the very least, but again, just one of those things. And this is where it gets more difficult right here. Big boy starts jumping. I did not even see that shot there. Man, just one of those things again. With a bunch of old school games. Just play it over and over again till you learn the pattern, get good and get past it. You just try not to get impatient, because when you do, you start making a lot of mistakes. Yeah, but this so far was just a random idea I just came up with one day, which basically every one of my bosses, I'm just like in school being like, okay, so what else do I need to make for this? What can I come up with to just kind of like, crap, what can I come up with just to like be able to come up with something like a bit more difficult and be able to challenge myself with my programming? And this definitely is one of these things. Crap. So where he just died, teleported into the spikes. Plus, this was also the first time I actually had to just like come up with random scenes in between stuff where no dialogue. Try to just come up with a scene, having to draw images so I can plan the scenes out. Then first, even with this, like first time I had to make scenes like this and everything. Like, again, this was very interesting to make, and I enjoyed every second of it. Just still the most randomest things I could possibly make. Plus the obligatory thing I do in every single story is absolutely here. So far with that scene and everything, like, genuinely, did I originally plan for that explosion to come from the cow? No, I didn't. But it just kind of worked out that way. So I was like, huh, this works. So far the theme from this, again, another theme that I say I did pretty well with. I feel like I was like figuring out how to make the music between this, like story 2 and 3. Then you do all just like shoot the fire and stuff out with your milk and everything. I just put a bunch there just to have like the player figure out how to do it. I have no idea what my most annoying enemy is in this game, but I feel like I want to say it's the fire like enemies, because in reality they just jump back and forth randomly, but it feels like they just actively try to avoid you, and even though that's not the case, it is just very irritating. And one thing about this too is that like the cow's movement speed also changes slightly with this. Tapping on all fours just walks passively faster. Yeah, she just walks like completely faster for some reason on all fours. I say for some reason, there is absolutely a reason to that, because like the dash and everything is the main thing you use, so it makes more sense. Plus, this cow just kind of like learned how to walk on like 2 legs like not too long ago from being experimented on. So, yeah, let's go back real quick if I can. And one thing I end up doing in this game a lot is kind of like reusing like at least the ideas of some of the stages. Again, the reason for that was just because basically timeline wise just kind of made more sense to, just due to like this basically all taking place like kind of around the same time of other stuff. But yeah, just the whole thing like with that and everything, just like location wise, I at least tried to switch it up from like thing to thing, but at least not make them feel exactly the same. Again, just when I look at ridiculous scenes like this, it still puts a smile on my face. Yeah, the thing I have to say about this is that this boss, I legit think is one of the toughest bosses in this game. So far, he is the manager of the gas station. So far, and since I'm playing stuff too and all, the person who made it, I can just straight up say, the thing about this guy is that he will jump over your shots. And like so far his whole gimmick, since again, like Bump It I made, I can just say it. His whole gimmick and stuff with that too is that like, when he runs out of shots, he basically gets an exclamation point over his head while he's like reloading. And when he's reloading, he takes more damage from getting hit. So far, there was something I did to this too. I can't remember because it's been like 2 years since I made this, but one thing I ended up doing and stuff about it was that I think like when he's reloading, he takes more damage, I think, from the milk shot, even though like it's really slow. That's like the main thing about it. He still gets hit every now and then and stuff too and all that, but he has like really long like recovery, and he's like pretty fast. Ah crap, nope. Yeah, one thing about this too I do kind of want to like point out is that if you dash towards him, he just shoots down and will jump over you. So doing that really does not work out. So this fight just basically have to take is like really slow and just kind of like wait for him to attack you and everything like that. But yeah, it's like he gets hit by the milk shots and everything like when he's like running back and forth, but it's barely doing any damage to him like whatsoever. And the bullets, you can destroy those with dashing, but it takes like so much like more to actually destroy him. But yeah, so as you see and stuff before and all that, when he was reloading, he just took like a chunk of damage. So far I'll try dashing into him next time when that happens, because I just for myself want to just see like what the idea and stuff was. But one thing I definitely did do as well with this was the fact that like, yeah, I think the dash does less damage. But one thing I definitely wanted to do with this, why it's like the gas station manager, is because when I watch like one of the people I know like play this game and everything, basically one part, again, like I said, gave him trouble was the gas station, and I just knew like since that was the case, it probably would give other people trouble with that. So I just wanted each time they play this game to just go, oh no, is the gas station in this? That's why with story 2, I was like, yeah, you can get milk from the store, and people just like, since it was like a year since then, people would be terrified being like, oh no, the store where those 2 guys were? I just messed that up. Yeah, but yeah, just wanted people to just go like, oh no, the store where those 2 guys were, and then it just be like, oh no, the store blew up for some reason. They're like, oh okay, I thought they were talking about that place with the 2 guys. The narrator is like, oh, how about the gas station? And I just wanted just like a trigger fear in people going, the gas station, wait a minute, isn't that where those other 2 guys and stuff were? So it just, when you have to fight them again, people just be terrified about that. Even though, again, who knows? Someone else playing this, they may think like they're like the most easiest bosses in the world. I have like no idea. But that was just the whole bit of this. I just wanted it to be like, each time you play this, it's just like, you have to just fight somebody from the gas station over and over again. And the manager, yeah, absolutely. Like right now, I'm making him look like not too bad. I say that as he just goes crazy. I try to make him like, I'm trying to focus on it. Like with this dude, again, he's not like crazy tough. I'm making him look like pretty easy right now. It's just the thing about this is that I'm pretty sure it's like the same thing like the alien. Yeah, him touching you doesn't hurt you whatsoever. It's his bullets that just like are one of the worst things that can happen. And sometimes just shooting at him can just hit him as well too. But like, yeah, this fight you legit just have to take slow and patient. And as I said before, this boss hurts the most when you lose to him. Because just how slow it takes and how long the fight and everything is as well. So you just have to try to just play slowly, try not to dash near him, and just try to avoid as much stuff as you can. But yeah, another thing about this fight too and everything is the fact that like, going off the other fight and everything too, like with the, oh god, like with the other fight and everything too, like with the cow, I definitely learned from story like 1 and 2, like if we look at the cow and we look at the alien mid-boss in story 2, I definitely figured out how to actually make a better like boss fight when it comes to enemies kind of just like wandering around. Because it's not like with the alien boss fight in story, the alien mid-boss fight in story 2, where it's like the alien mid-boss fight in story 2, where it would just, you kind of like just stand near the corner and that's kind of it really. Or it's not like it's not like the cow in story 1, where it would just like blindly running back and forth and you could just stand on one corner. This guy legit is a menace to society, and my god, I've had to like play this dude I missed my chance. I had to fight this guy every time I make a new story. And because of that, it's like, I know how evil this guy is. Again, you can dash at him and everything and stuff like that too when he's vulnerable. But I think it just does like a little bit less damage. Or again, I might just be like completely wrong on that and everything too. But it might do the exact same, or I think it was like a very tiny bit less, not like a crazy amount less. It was like compared to like the milk doing 1 HP, when he's like reloading and everything, it does like maybe I messed up entirely. Like it does maybe like the milk shot maybe does like 5 or something, and the dash does like 3. It's like not by that much. No. There we go. This took me way longer in the past and everything as well. But it's just a thing, like, one of the employees come out, just notices his boss dead, runs back in the store. So far, like, what I wanted from that part in the game was that, like, the employee comes out, and back in story 1, when he runs back in, like, the employee that was on the right side of the screen where you, like, stole the milk, he basically, that was the employee that just, like, came from outside and just ended up catching you, thinking you're the one who, like, killed their manager. Yeah, that knockback is, like, crazy. Sometimes weird stuff like that just happens in this game. Again, as I'm working on it, I'm patching stuff out. Just like patching like things I find and everything. It just always, just like how everything works, it's always a matter of when you're playing a game yourself, you don't find like certain glitches until you play it like for the 100th time. You play it like 99, find nothing. The 100th time, there's something you've never seen before. But again, so far, like I said, this whole game, as said before, basically just one big learning experience for me. So I just really wanted to just keep working on this, trying to improve, have a project to come back to. And it definitely has been just like good practice and all that. Because again, like back then, especially, like, it's also been a good confidence booster, because I would have never thought I'd be able to make like a character that was able to like switch forms, have different like different abilities and everything like that. But just the more I kept working on this, just like more confident I got, and just how happy I got and everything with it. Because even with the music like that too, even with the music like that and everything too, I feel like I've gotten better with that, especially with this. Because this theme in particular, I wanted to try to make it better than the one in story 1. Because I know for sure in like story 1, it was just like not good. Ooh, wait. Yeah, one hit already. I'll try not to die. But that's the only thing about like playing this game a bunch of times and everything too. When you made it, you make this game look like crazy easier than it is. Because basically, if somebody kind of plays this like completely blind, yeah, they're gonna have a hard time with it. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's like any game, should take a second to like just play it multiple times, try to get past it. Which again, like I said, with the game being free and all that, I wanted something that at least gives people like a decent amount of like gameplay, or at least like playtime and stuff like that too, to feel like, you know, something happening. Plus my whole goal and stuff with this too, like story wise, was basically to make a story that just made people go, I gotta see where this crazy crap goes. Because I know it has, like, I know there's nobody like seeing this being like a cow that can stand up, trying to get back home. Okay, where is story 4 and 5 gonna go? Plus another theme of like what I did with each one of these, that like I made the stages just a bit longer, or I just added more stages like every time. Plus just having to come up with like random level designs like each time. Legit does get tough just trying to like make a bunch of levels each time. But again, that's just a part of the work, and I gotta get better at it. Which I do kind of enjoy, just seeing what random stuff I can come up with each time. Like this, the random things I can just come up with. No lie, just looking at this with them having no face is actually terrifying. Just like 4 bald people just like dancing in the woods, and a cow just walks up. And they all pull out guns. So far with this, I had to just try to be like creative with this. With this, like so far again, just wanted to just try something a bit different and everything with it, which I say I succeeded with this. Basically just run back and forth with WASD or use the arrows. And basically since you're running, you just passively have your dash in front of you. The whole thing with this too is that the meter on the left side of the screen, once the cow basically once she makes it all the way to the top to end, then it ends. So you just have to stay alive that long. And another thing is that like you can't really touch like where the grass and stuff is because it will hurt you. So you have to just try to stay alive for as long as you can. Or until it reaches the end. I don't know why I said as long as you can. Something I do want to say about this is that this alone is probably one of the hardest like series of bosses I've made. Because so far you can destroy the cars, but if it hits you like on the side or the back, like wherever that dash isn't, then you end up just getting killed. Yep, so far I made it. So far the cop car just drove right into them, killing those guys. Now you just have to stay alive, just running from the police. So I replaced the cars and everything with like oil, which makes you just slide directly to whatever the last direction was you were at. Again, still, it's just fun coming up with these random ideas and stuff each time of like what's going to happen. But like I said, just with these bosses, it again looks easy, but it actually does get tougher as you go on with this, because you just kind of mess up every now and then playing this, or some oil shows up, hits you, and then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm not where I want to be. Yeah, something I do have to say with the music and everything with this is that like it's to me not the best ever, because I kind of wanted the theme to be a bit different than this, but this is one of the things where I didn't have that much time when it came down to making a lot of these themes. I didn't have a lot of time where it came like making these themes, so I just kind of had to rush and stuff a bit. Because like, again, I would like make these over the summer, and that would give me like 3 months to basically have to make something. And even though that seems like pretty long, we have like, I'm doing terrible as I explain this. Basically I had like 3 months to make everything. And with it being 3 months, it's like, again, like, basically I came up with the story and everything like that during the school year. I am doing absolutely horribly. Basically I came up with the story during like the school year, so like when I have a little bit of time between classes, I would just like sit around and just like directly just sitting right before class or waiting for the teacher to show up. I would just sit there and be like, okay, what can I make for this story? So once I would end up like doing that, I would just end up like writing it down all like on my phone, like on Notepad and stuff like that too and all. just writing directly like what the narrator would say, what the line stuff would be, the scenes that would play out, and just from there having to just like think about all that, just doing what I think would be funny just to me basically. And from that I would just have to then like make sure it all worked out. Then over those 3 months during the summer, I would just like, over those 3 months of summer, I would just like make the character designs, make the mechanics, make the bosses, make the stages, make the music, make the cutscenes, make the parallax, like just make everything so before school would start up again, I was able to just go ahead and like release the game. So far, I remember when I originally made this, I had the cars and the oil switched. So on the previous stage we were avoiding bullets, there were just oil everywhere making it slide around. And then on this stage there was a bunch of cars you basically had to like try to avoid and dodge while doing this. Eventually I decided to switch the two because like the first part I could get past with the oil is like for some reason the one with this one is just really difficult. Even with like the cars and stuff here, with the oil you can at least use that kind of to your advantage. All you have to do is just find like a patch of oil and hit a direction and it can help you like just slide a bit faster. So that's the main thing there. Because the main thing that makes this like pretty hard is just the fact that like there's so many cars like as you get close to the end, and it actually gets like very tough to just try to dodge all that. And like always, I get close to the end and then die. So far, I'm curious to see how many like deaths and retries it's going to take to do. Yeah, and even though I test this game out like basically every year and all that and stuff, it goes into two things. One, weird glitches that weren't there before each time I test it. Well, it's two, just like me relearning how to do the boss and all that. So yeah, just like with any good game, it should take you several tries to beat the boss, or if you're just that good you can do it in one. But if it takes you multiple tries, I at least prefer that, as long as it's not something where it's like a mechanic there's no way you would know you have or something, or just like, you know, something where it's like go to the corner, crouch 3 times and the boss just dies. Like that, just like something I think is really stupid to do. I keep getting this close to the end just to die each time. Again, I said the manager was one of the hardest fights. This is still, and I died near the end again. If I stayed alive probably 5 more seconds, I would have been good. Retry. Again, I said the manager was tough, and it's like, yeah, the manager is tough if you have no idea what you're doing, but with this, again, doesn't look that tough. It absolutely does not look that tough at all. You try this. It's gonna take some tries. Basically, the key is just kind of use the oil to your advantage. Basically, just when it shows up, use it to help you move over to the side quicker. But if you're like too close to the side, you get hit with the oil and you're moving towards the grass, it just like, as I died before, it just kills you. So you have to play this like pretty well. This police force is relentless, man. Like, God. Granted, it makes sense. It's like a cow running on the road like 1,000 miles an hour. So where they just sent the entire like police force from like 18 cities, everybody, take out this one cow, all of them. Now I'm retrying. I'm getting really sloppy with this. Who knows? This might be the run. One life. Let's just see if it is. I doubt it though. I highly doubt it. Oh, thing is this. Something some people have said to me too, at least like people I know who play like some of my games. They were like, well, most are like friends and relatives and stuff like that, but they say basically I tend to make my games slightly a bit too difficult. So far, I would not agree with them whatsoever on this. Again, this is doable. It's absolute. I've done it many times. It can just take some time to do. Because I said before, my only strategy with a lot of these, there's no gimmicks, there's no tricks. The only way to do it is just to do it. So far, my death retry count's gonna be crazy on this. I already know it. So far, again, let's see if this is the highest death retry count. Oh my god, I finally did it. One shot on this try in one shot. Too bad it only gets worse. Yep, now there's a tank after you. You messed around, the police couldn't take you, a bunch of random people with guns couldn't take you. Now you gotta fight a tank. And there's cars and oil. You know, people used to always tell me I'm out of my mind, like 100%. I still don't believe them though, but after seeing this, I at least know what I'm saying, but beyond that, oh god. Yeah, so far with this fight, I really haven't said too much anything at all. Basically with this fight, going off the police one, I was just like, let's just keep escalating it as it keeps going on. From you having to deal with, just again, random people with guns, to the police, to the military. And so far that's not bad enough. You also got to deal with cars and oil, as well as the tank shoots bullets, throws grenades, and shoots a giant laser. Everyone wants this cow dead. So far, one thing I'll say I just do love about this is just that on the left side, the cow's icon for the meter, just that's how you feel by the time you get to this point. Again, yeah, well, you know what, I'm gonna say it. I know I'm making this look easy, but it does actually take a few tries to get past this. Plus, it doesn't help that the cars change. Oh no, I messed up. Who knows, it might be the run. Oh yeah, something I probably should have mentioned before too is the fact that with each one of these, so far the meter and everything, it tends to get, oh god, the meter tends to get slower. So the fight goes on longer. And well, even though, again, I know that probably seems like not that much because that police one, like I did that like pretty short, or pretty quickly I should say. Yeah, for this, it's usually that last bit where it gets kind of tough. Yeah, because the laser all starts firing quicker, but it also goes away quicker. Like this has to, oh no, this has to be some kind of crazy day. Just imagine, like, just at home and everything and stuff like that too. You're abducted by aliens, experimenting on, you gain some random power. Then you go back home, city's on fire. You have to beat up a store manager with a shotgun. Then you have to run from like multiple other people with a shotgun. Run from like 58 like police squadrons. And then you have to also deal with a tank while running at like 1 billion miles an hour on the road. Just an average day here. Just an average day. Granted though, it could be worse. You could have to buy some milk. Imagine just seeing all this. You're just driving home. You just like left work or something like that too, and then all of a sudden, you just hear a bunch of. You're like, what is that? You look in your rear view mirror. It's a cow running like 1 billion miles an hour, with a tank chasing it. Grenades flying everywhere. Just tank shots all over the place. You see all that crap, and it's like, oh. Better pull over so I don't die. Just, my God. You know, playing all this kind of made me realize, you know what, never mind. Like, you know what, I'm perfectly sane person. I'm just saying that. Perfectly sane. Like, these levels are pretty easy. Oh, no. Yep. These levels are pretty easy. So far, again, just few shots, few trial and error, that's it. Just maybe like, you know, 1-2 attempts, that's all really. Not really that much. Especially when you're playing this like around like 5 a.m. in the morning. Because I can never record at a decent time. Can never record like, I don't know, like at 2 p.m. or something, or like, you know, just any other time. Nope. Always gotta wait till like stupidly late / early in the morning. You wanna know a fun fact about this fight? So far the meter on the left, you know, for this fight it used to actually be slower. It used to actually be, I think, like maybe about like a minute slower on this. So far for some reason it was like always that little bit of extra time I somehow would die in this very easy fight. I don't know why, just me probably messing around or something and all that, just with all the other work I had to do. But just from there I was like, you know what, I'll be a little bit easy on people. You know, some people don't really have the skills and stuff like that I got and everything on here playing to get like a very easy game like this. So I was like, you know what, I'll cut it down in a little bit of time. Give him a little bit of a, you know, helping hand, make it a bit easier for him, stuff like that, no? Yeah, again, I think I probably should have kept that extra minute, you know, because this fight's kind of like too easy. Just like, you know, sitting here, just, you know, chilling, just flying through this. Just absolutely flying through this. No trouble whatsoever. See, I still got all 3 hearts and everything. Super easy. Super easy. Doing this in one shot. See, like I said, super easy. One shot. Super easy. No effort whatsoever. Just the wicked destruction. But hey, close to home, so yeah, that's a really good thing right there. Just a short walk, quick, trip. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. So far with this stage right here, again, the theme to this, again, to other people may not be that good, or who knows, might just be forgettable, but to me, I actually really do like this theme. I don't know why, just probably because I made it and I have like a personal bias, but again, I just really do like this theme. But like most of the theme stuff I make as well, I usually make them without headphones on, so they usually sound better without headphones. So far I'll try to fix that when I get to story 5, like actually try to make one just without, my headphones on and stuff in the beginning at the very least. And use iframes whenever you can. Or take whatever route you can as well. Again, I did put like multiple ways to just get past stuff, so. Yeah, I accidentally just ducked there. And I just messed up there, Ramon. Again, I'm playing this like at 5:10 in the morning, so yeah, I'm going to be making like really kind of dumb mistakes every now and then. Nah, I shouldn't retry. This might be the run. So far, when you're at your last hit, that's always the run. Always. You know what? Take the route inside. Why not? Or use any strategy you can. Like I said, always the last heart is always the run. Just wanted to make sure it's absolutely going to be the run. Sometimes it could also be the run if you have 2 lives as well, but still. Either way, still made it. And so far the chicken's back. Again, the more I hear this, the more I'm like, the boss theme really isn't that like good. Again, like, I can definitely be persuaded by myself that it's okay and everything like that. It just thing is, I really am just like very judgmental of my own work, even though I'm like, you know, an amateur and a newbie at this. So even with that being the case, I'm still like, I could do better. So that's why I just like every story I just at least try to do better, which I really need to. The boss fight's taking forever. Well, at least we made it back. Made it back straight to a happy ending. And so far right here is where story 1 takes place. So around the time the guy got to the farm, the cow just went through all of that garbage to make it back, just for you to show up and do this. So far the cow is just thinking about all the garbage it went through. And so far just completely tired of this. In this, you're the cow. So far, just like the manager, who just jump over your stuff. And so far, he's here to win. So far, this fight, at least say, is better than the cow one at the very least. Because the cow one, it was just actively just really bad. And so far it plays out like it did before. You get defeated. And same thing with story 1, it just continues the way it did. So far the calves were there, and they just had to see their mom get killed by some random guy who was just there for some milk. And so far with that, in story 3 of Buy Some Milk. Again, with that game, just coming up with the whole idea, it was fun, making the parallax in cutscene format. First time I did that, again, I say I did okay with the drawings. Going from this to story 4 to 5, I definitely say I could have did better with some of the art, but it's a thing where I was doing the best I could at the time. Will I go back and fix it? I might while I'm working on story 5, but part of me wants to kind of keep it the way it is so I can always remember what I did and just be able to see myself improve and everything like that, like I'm doing now with these videos. But yeah, so far, again, I don't know, I might keep the same, might change it, who knows. But with this was story 3. Again, short story, pretty easy, no trouble whatsoever. And with that, we end up looking at the next story next time we make the other video, story 4. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.